Morning folks, welcome to an OCC Queensland Daily Weather App today, Sunday the 12th of the 2nd, 2023. My name's Chris Nitzo. This update brought to you by our major sponsor, townsofallsheds.com. Check them out if you're in the market for a shed-safe, accredited shed. Alright, we've got monsoon that's redeveloped across the Cape. You can see the north side of that monsoon trough. We're seeing widespread convection, widespread rainfall, and potentially some strong winds as well. On the south side of that monsoon, it's a bit of a drier southeasterly coming through, so not quite as much rainfall, but there could be some squally showers nonetheless across the central parts of Cape York Peninsula. On the western side of the Gulf, we're starting to develop a weak rotation, which will become a low pressure system over the next 24 hours and push slightly eastwards into the open waters of the Gulf of Carpentaria. As we look at our wind regime for today, we can see southeasterly winds nice and fresh just to the south side of the monsoon trough, northwesterly winds nice and fresh on the north side of the monsoon trough. And we can see the general rotation here across the western half of the Gulf of Carpentaria with easterly strong winds on the south, westerly strong winds on the north. We can also see northeasterly winds ramping up a bit across southern and central eastern Queensland, so not the best day to be out on the water across southeast Queensland. I know it's nice this morning, but it's not going to be nice this afternoon. Alright, as we go through into this evening and tonight, we can see that our low pressure system is maintained across the western parts of the Gulf, probably slightly intensifying overnight. The expectation is winds on the south side will increase to almost cyclone force, so you can see 30 to 35 knot sustained winds, which is very close to tropical cyclone intensity on the south side of the system. On the north side of the system, though, we're well away from tropical cyclone intensity, and the system hasn't really closed up enough to be thought of as a tropical cyclone. But certainly on the south side, no difference to what we would expect to see in a very weak Category 1 cyclone. That's all happening in the next 24 hours, all right? So it's pretty quick. Across the eastern parts, we can see some weak circulations out here off the far north Queensland Cape coastline, expected to track generally in an easterly direction over the next few days. Looking at our rainfall today, we're expecting to see widespread showers and thunderstorms across the northern parts of Cape York Peninsula, with some extremely isolated, and I do mean extremely isolated, chance of a shower on the coastal ranges. Looking at maximum temperatures today, there's a heat wave warning out for the eastern parts of Queensland around southeast and central eastern Queensland. You can see maximum temperatures quite uncomfortable there today across that section with 35 to 40 maxes, potentially even in excess of 40 in isolated pockets inland of southeast Queensland's coast and also through parts of the northern downs and southern parts of the central highlands and coalfields. Notice here, nice cool conditions up there in the Cape with so much shower, storm activity and those fresh winds either from the southeast or from the northwest. So nice and cool conditions here. Nice to see roles reversed, isn't it? Normally it's relatively cool down here and it's relatively warm up here, so it's nice to see that role reversal. But just be aware that there is a heat wave warning. Make sure that you're checking up on your elderly friends and family who are most susceptible to any heat stress issues. If you want to know more about that Gulf low and its effects on Queensland and the Northern Territory longer term, head over to join.ozcyclonechasers.com.au and check out our more long-range solutions when it comes to forecasting. Have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow.